there are so many parallels, obviously, to this modern moment. They were just coming out of a pandemic. We have COVID right behind us. The targeting of immigrants, the as Scott was pointing out, the kind of targeting of the other. We're not mad at foreign sort of states abroad that might be threatening us. We're just mad at ourselves internally. There's a breakdown of due process that we're seeing in these ICE raids. The detainment in poor conditions we're seeing at Alligator Alcatraz getting a lot of terrible press.
Ugh, they're so heinous.
But I have to say, I think what's most striking about the Palmer raids isn't how much they resemble today. It's how much they don't. Because in 1919, America's paranoia was at least tethered to an idea, right? The specter of communism, Bolshevism, and this global ideology that was challenging capitalism. But today, there is no grand ideological struggle. We're just living through something pettier and I don't know, smaller. And it's the weaponization of one man's ego, right? Mm-hmm. Trump's not offering like an alternative worldview here. He's just offering pure, unfiltered grievance as a political identity.
That's for sure.
I think one of the unfortunate things is that we're a victim of our own prosperity and blessings. And that is back then, people remembered the robber barons, World War I, the Depression. And so many people had sacrificed so much for the country. I mean, effectively, our generation, civil rights, prosperity have all gone up and to the right over the medium and long term for us. And our prosperity has been extraordinary. And none of us have had to go to war. None of us have really had to sacrifice. We haven't served in the same uniform. I'm not saying things haven't been hard for special interest groups, but generally speaking, things have there's never been a place or a period in history where things got this much better this fast. And we've gotten used to that pattern. And we don't acknowledge or are not willing to make the sacrifices and don't even recognize when all of a sudden overturning Roe v. Wade was the first time, I think, in history that rights had been taken away by the Supreme Court in our country. And we're just not used to it and also aren't used to sacrificing for it. We didn't have to go to war. I think we forget how many people have sacrificed so much to give us the rights we have, and we have come to believe that these rights are inalienable. And no, they can be taken away. And since Japanese families were interned in World War II, I feel like we haven't had this sort of existential threat to the Constitution, and we're a bit flat-footed as to how to deal with it. Because, I mean, to summarize my TED Talk here, we've become fat and happy as it relates to not only food and calories, but to rights. We're under the impression America is going to get better, even if we don't have to, even if we continue to not sacrifice for it.
Yeah, 100%.